So as OBS remembers to load the game, in the bottom corner down here, we have our player 1, who, it's been a while since I've done this, so hopefully I get the button right. Focus. Shout out to Focus for coming here and playing this game for us. Very confusingly, on the other side, also in yellow, also playing Orcs, is Starbuck. Yeah, huge shout out to Sparta, to Krav, and to Starbuck for helping us get this going. Huge shout out to Focus for sticking around this late, and obviously shout out to the Back to Warcraft guys as well for helping promote our stream and send some of you guys here to see what we are doing. My name is Gareth Rumpfer. We have Alvadi and Nakamura in the chat, who are running and setting up these things. So shout out to them as well. Orkmir are both in yellow. This is going to be a bit of a confusing nightmare to cast in many ways, but I will do my best. And we have 2 shamans starting off as well. Well, it's been a little while since we've done this as well. So there we go. That's better. There we go. Everything is now up. Everything is now going, and everything is now looking good. So both players starting off very similarly, just slightly different items being dropped obviously for both, but they're doing same route pretty much. Everything going.
A player's forces are under attack.
And a little bit of a awkward situation there as the Farseer or Focus gets caught a little bit, but just luckily for him, his wolf died, so he could run through. Great color, I agree. Skidman, yellow is the best color. I honestly, I don't know how they've both managed to get the same color. I'm not sure how that has happened. Like it's not the team color thing, right? Like I'm very confused. So but we will do our best to keep it up. Obviously, Starbuck's trolls over here. Both players going for the same build just to keep it extra confusing, but obviously that makes sense. So these are all Starbuck's trolls. He's actually got a really great surround there on Focus's Farseer. Gonna have to TP out. That is a nice little move. Focus just with his one doggo hanging around. I'm gonna have to hover and click on a lot of stuff here, guys, so that we know who is who. Yeah. So, slight level advantage, obviously here, to Focus's Farseer, and some really nice blocking going on there by Starbuck's own grunt, actually, who's gonna go down.
A player's forces are under attack.
Just nice little micro battle, just harassing away. Starbucks is up to 3 now on his Farseer, but very low health, so he's not going to be able to pressure very much. This has given quite a nice bit of map control over to Focus. But losing another troll there, and might lose another one if he's not super careful with this. So the very low health there from the Farseer of Starbuck due to the Firelord turning up. So big hero advantage here from Focus. He lost a few more headhunters. There's another one going down there. Starbuck's doggos. But hero advantage is huge for this early in the game. Going to be able to keep up a super aggressive stance. Honestly, like, I'm trying to think of like how they could both be yellow and how I could have like something wrong, but like none of these do anything useful to it. So there we go. There's the second hero out from Starbuck. Tauren Chieftain obviously can't get to or doesn't want to be in the middle of the map to get that hero, but obviously Tauren Chieftain is a good choice. Gonna give him a nice tanky frontliner. He can hopefully hit some really good thumps and mashes. There we go. There's a stomp going off. Not the hugest, but he does get the pass here a little bit. Another headhunter going down, which means that Focus has to be on quite a small amount of headhunters. There's one who just escaped out there, one who's just come up, and another two, and that is it. Also for Starbuck, but he has been struggling a little bit more with the strength of his heroes. This one. Yeah, I thought that as well, but as you can see, whatever it's selected, they are both yellow, unless I'm doing something incredibly wrong. Yeah, different colors on the German cast. What the hell? That is annoying, but I mean, hopefully this will be... hopefully they won't be the same color next game. So we can see the split between the two armies here pretty decently. Gonna dive on a headhunter there just to try and get rid of him. And that's going to give his boys time to back up. Pretty equal in terms of hero XP here for everyone. Oh, that's going to be a big war stomp if he gets it off. Yep, doesn't go for perfect. As they say, perfect is the enemy of the good. And he's already got one hit down. He is going to lose a shaman and a headhunter himself, but he's going to take a shaman, so not too bad. He just gets away on the top side. Yeah, and Focus manages to push him away. The higher DPS from those two heroes really giving him a nice victory in that battle. You see on the board at the top, you can see that thinks that Focus is blue for sure. So I don't know why. The photo asks, why isn't Hitman playing? Hitman didn't turn up, and we have a chieftain down. That is obviously a big win there for Focus, who has pretty strong XP on both of his heroes now. Farseer is going to have to do some creeping of his own to try and catch up.
A player's forces are under attack.
Starbuck lost a decent amount in that engagement, and now you can see on the minimap, Focus has a good grasp of where he's going to be. Oh, third hero, Pit Lord. Great selection going out here from Focus. Big fan of this. Been asked in the chat why both players are yellow. I honestly cannot tell you. I do not know why. I do not understand why. But that is what has happened when I have opened up the video game. Hopefully we can not have this for the next game. I might restart my game quickly just in case.
Under attack.
So there we go. Nice little tome of agility down there. And a lot of DPS now coming out from the side of Focus. Bloodthirst on the Pit Lord, so we can go in. Big stomp coming out from the Chieftain. That's going to save him a little bit of time. Allows all of his guys to get right into the back of his base, but he's going to need to start fighting or he's going to lose some important structures. Voodoo Lounge getting pretty close to going down, but the Farseer was too juicy of a target there, so he turned for it. Didn't manage to get too much, and the Voodoo Lodge won't go down.
A player's forces are under attack.
Nice bit of free XP there while he's waiting along. A lot of big chunky units from the Bloodlust. So we've got some pretty low mana shamans now after pumping out all of those bloodlusts. Going to get a bit of a flank on from Starbuck, but he is not ready to fully engage. Chieftain is looking for possibly a nice stomp. There we go. Decent, but the Pit Lord is still coming onto him. He can't really stop to fight the Pit Lord. He will be in danger. It's a little bit of a bloodlust on that last Berserker to keep him going as well. Berserker should be on both sides now. It is just the big old runaway for Starbuck. Going to try and possibly snipe a building. Loses one shaman, but takes down a burrow and gets everyone else out. So a pretty nice play by there, getting as much as he can from what he has left. Oh, nice work with the dogs sitting back at home. Gonna get themselves a Berserker for free there. Focus now, crawling some of the last XP off of the map. Starbuck can't wait around too much without getting some XP of his own. Oh, bit of a spot there, but nothing gonna happen. Bloodlusts are going off though. Don't want too many of those out if you're not going to be doing anything, but taking a small camp here. Scouting dog does his job, but that Berserker's going to have to be left for dead. Five for the Farseer. That means big dogs coming out from Focus.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
Great work with the dogs, just harassing the economy what he can without putting too much into that. Bill trying to stop Starbuck from farming as well.
A player's forces are under attack.
So once again pushed right back to his base, immediately gonna lose a Berserker. And he's trying to get in behind these lines so that the burrows can help out. Level 4 onto the Fire Lord. Shouldn't be too long until the Pit Lord gets level 3 as well. So the hero's looking real strong here from Focus's side. not able to think about getting a third hero out himself. Starbuck so far. And the fight could be happening. Lots of those wahs going down. Big stop. That's really good. That's going to take a huge amount of DPS off the table for quite a while. Cursed by the Pit Lord. Getting some work of his own down. Called Howl. I very much do struggle with the names, especially of some of these other heroes. Pit Lord does go down, but he's going to get traded overall for the Tauren Chieftain. And that's the first game over from Starbuck. There we go. Focus was meant to be in the blue. So we are back in game. The game has to load again because I restarted. Very annoyingly, they are both still yellow. We will try and figure out what is happening with that. But in the bottom left, we have Focus, winner of our first game. And then in the top right, Focus's doppelganger here. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully I'm rooting for yellow as well. Everyone can shout out whether they're rooting for yellow or yellow. I don't want to change anything now in case it balks something, but I will sorry about this, guys. I've not had this before. I have no idea why this is happening. Oh, at least we have a different of hero this time. From Focus, we have the Blade Master. Good. Raptor Rock Golem. Got the Burrow popping at it as well. Nice little play. We have a...
The player's forces are under attack.
I was wondering where he was there. Not on the other side of the map, on the same side of the map. Nagel Fire Eye, as we have here for Starbuck. He has turned up to do a little bit of harassing. Not got any XP himself yet. Nice chunk of XP from the Blade Master for getting that golem down.
Is under siege.
Yep, trust me, guys. If I could change the colors right now, I very much would. But the team color options down here, it's not doing anything. So I'm gonna have to try change some settings again and see what it does. Yellow and yes. Exactly. So Starbuck's got his doggos here. Just a little bit of harassment, still trying to do some nasty. Lost a lot of health on his fast here and doesn't have a huge amount to show for it. Shout out to Focus, who's going a different build so that it makes it easier for us to tell who's who when we're in a fight. Hello, Scars. Thank you for turning up into this very confusing series that we're having so far. We were meant to have Focus Hitman, but Hitman no-showed, so huge shout out to Starbuck, who has come up in the help of Krav and Sparta for getting this game sorted out. Unfortunately, we're having a little bit of a color issue, and so yeah, as X-Kidman says, we're having a bit of a civil war.
A player's forces are under attack.
From the orcs here, we have Focus down in the bottom left, who is so far building grunts and a blade master, and in the top right we have Starbuck with his Farseer and some headhunters. You can at least sort of tell. You can at least sort of tell who's who here. So there we go. Shadowhunter out for Starbuck. No second hero quite yet for Focus, who's going to try and sneak some peon damage.
A player's forces are
Disrupt the mining. Well, Starbuck is now just going to focus on getting some more XP. Trying to pick out which is the lowest health peon, which one he wants to go for. Starbuck is going to finish off fighting there a little bit. A couple of peons have gone down now. And the Shadowhunter is going to come back to start doing some damage with the Raider as well. But of no avail. We have a Shadowhunter on both sides as well now. Shadowhunter with some grunts, just killing some gnolls.
Players' forces are under attack.
Voodoo Lodge is definitely going to go down here. Starbuck's getting a nice little bit of damage done. And awkward Crab trying to run away. He does manage to spirit walk out of that. But not having such a good time is Focus now. Just have his first Kodo up, so he's pushed himself into some pretty strong tech. With the Spirit Walker on the other side, he might be able to just muscle his way out of this, but he has to be careful not to give away too much when he's at this sort of slightly weak phase between having those stronger late tech units and not doing so. Starbuck Spirit Walker getting a little bit friendly with his opponent, but not being focused because there are so many lower health units on Starbuck's side. Just trying to be as aggressive as possible to push these guys away, but without letting his Blade Master get in any sort of danger as Focus. Right, all the different clicks, but unfortunately nothing. So there's not really that much going on for Focus now. He's going to lose his Altar of Storms, which, I mean, it won't be too bad if he doesn't lose a hero, but he's got just trying to wait, get a Raider out, get a few Headhunters out of his own, trying to take as much damage as he can afford to take before he has to go in for the kill. He's got a nice catch there on the Spirit Walker. Giving him a bit of a good start to this fight. Coming out from both sides, and now, yeah, this is the danger. If he loses that, he has no way to get his Blade Master back for now. Really getting pushed in. Alright, thank you, Floduke. I will give that a try after the game. Oh, nice little watchtower being thrown up there. He knows that he can end this game if he can just keep this pressure on. Gonna get the second here as well, and there we go. Focus throws in the GG. Unlucky. And very well played there by Starbuck to make the game 1-1. I will quickly throw you through these, and then I'm going to go and restart everything. So once again, we'll have the black screen for a second as OBS remembers what Warcraft 3 is. Thank you, people in chat. Thank you, Floduke, for all the suggestions. But unfortunately, we're still yellow and yellow. Sparta is telling me in Discord as well that he is also having this problem. So who knows? But we are 1-1 so far. And as you'll be able to see in the top, we are going to have, again, a slightly less confusing time. No worries, Flo. Thank you for trying to help us out. It's always appreciated. So, down here in the bottom right is our Korean player. Just lost the last game. Focus. And then in the top left, to keep us a little less confused with the colours, thankfully he has got a different race this time. It is Starbuck. So, thank you everyone for watching. We're going to get to see a different faction. I quite like this. I'm a big fan of Starbuck hitting up the random. I was always a big fan of random back in the day. Nowadays, I don't play anywhere near enough to successfully pull off any sort of randomness. I very much have to stick to what I'm doing. We have a Mountain King out first as well, which is a interesting way of playing. Mountain King versus Farseer. But the dogs versus the hammers, lads.
Players' forces are under attack.
Good players just being quite easy with their setup, getting a bit of a scout farm as well. Gonna spot out some a dwarf and some lads, and there we go. He sees the militia coming, so he knows what's happening now, and he's ready to try and stop it from happening. So, trolls going down pretty well. Oh, and a nice scan there. Nice scry. So he's going to have to use a teleport and is not going to be able to put too much pressure down onto this situation. Really nice work there by Starbuck to get this all set up. Got a Tome of Strength as well. That's going to be nice for the Mountain King. Hello, Hipposaur. Good to see you.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah. Huge selection of items now on this Mountain King. Mountain King's rich as heck, guys. And now he's actually rich because he's putting some items in. I expected him to sell slightly more, but we've got this. No longer both players having Cloak of Shadows. But the orb's still on the Mountain King. Lots of tangos going out there. Or are it Claries? These Claries. Salves. Claries is mana. My bad. That's even a Dota one, and I forgot those names as well. I should be more used to those. So, big scroll out there on the Orcs. Getting them set up well. Takes out the troll Shadow Priest for the human side, for Starbuck. So sorry for Focus and Hitman. I'm really struggling on remembering Starbuck's name, but I will get it by the end of this. And he is going to get a troll as well. Could get another one. Hasn't got much mana. Good blocking going on there to keep him away. Oh, and he's going to give up.
The player's forces are under attack.
So Starbuck has the Troll Berserker there, but he's going to get away alive. Fireball's coming out from Focus's Shadow Priest. Oh, Doggos are going to get their way. Munch. Yeah, yellow is the best color, so Hipposaur is correct. But Stelsk is also correct that
Is under siege.
We will attempt to get this fixed.
Are under attack.
But at least for this match, we're lucky that Starbuck has got human. Got the militia trying to defend themselves, but a few of them are going down. They're not doing too well. Although you could expect much from them. We've got the Tauren Chieftain out here now with his aura. Oh, that's going to be not quite a surround. He managed to get out the other side. Preemptive use of the invincibility potion there, because he knew he was going to get caught out otherwise. Tauren Chieftain going down. Level 4 for the Mountain King as well, which is a nice bonus. Stocky little boy losing another footman. Oh, catching a raider would be a nice one as well. Bit of priest around, so grabbing some more mercenaries himself as well. He just wants to sit here and tank up with these nice 2 bases he's got. Try and pump up to some high tech. He's caught another raider. Oh, he kind of opened a door there, but didn't manage to get him out. Quite a few footmen going down here as well, though. I mean, obviously the raiders are a bit more expensive than the footmen. Getting some heals on there. If this one goes down... Oh, nice net out there, but I think he's still dead yet. Now, I mean, he's just rolling in raiders, which always feels really nice when you get to do this. Ogre going down, and the number of footmen is heavily decreasing, but you still got to feel like he's not in the best of states. Blood Mage out for Starbuck. Trying to pump out a Sorceress as well. Giving some mana back to the more powerful Mountain King here. And with all those raiders that he managed to catch out early, he doesn't have an incredibly strong enemy forcing him really to do too much. He is going to get his Shadow Priest caught there. So that's unfortunate. You really want to keep those alive if you can. Here's a couple more raiders. Oh, once again, looking for the catch. If he can keep these raider numbers down, he is feeling good. First Sorceress is out. But he doesn't manage to get another one of them. Net goes down from the raider that gets immediately killed, but the other two raiders are going to take out the sorceress. That's going to be a trade, though. Mountain King is once again very low and does get netted, but he's going to TP out. Still down only 2 raiders. 3 raiders, actually, my bad. Oh, and he's going to catch a priest. Priest wasn't quite close enough to get into the teleport range, so that's going to be an unfortunate one. Now they're straight back on the Arcane Sanctum, trying to counter the tech that Starbuck has managed to build up. With that good orc damage versus buildings, it's going to go down. A rifleman, get some of those lovely pops off. Another raider goes down. So keeping focus still on this incredibly low amount of forces. Getting some health back on his dwarf there. And here we go. Tauren Chieftain back on the march. Nice net there. Healing potion going down to keep him pretty strong, and he's etherealed up now. Nothing he can do for a little while. Trades a raider for a golem. Another mercenary going down as well. All this extra money going into mercenaries, but none of them managing to stay up for that long. Good bit of mana stolen from the Farseer there. But he's quite low on both of his guys, and the Farseer is still pretty healthy. That was the Stormhammer there, going out and killing a raider. Level 2 on the Chieftain.
A player's forces are under attack.
And now there is that awkward situation that you can get in when you have 2 bases like this, where you are sort of in a bit of a no man's land and you can easily get people caught out. Raider actually getting caught out himself, though. He's still managing to pick off these raiders really well, but he hasn't managed to keep the numbers down as low as his army has been kept. Gets a priest out here, but not going to be able to save that footman. Oh, nice. Another hammer flings out there and catches a raider. He needs to keep these raiders' numbers low, and he's doing it pretty well. Another net to keep that priest down. It's basically just... this is an absolute slaughterhouse. This is like some Warhammer 40k Imperial Guard nonsense. They are just absolutely getting poured into the meat grinder here. And on both sides, that is, of course. Basically just heroes and a bunch of corpses in between these 2 towns.
On
the other side, while we have a little bit of a down, we can see what's trying to happen. Nothing really expanding from the side of Focus. He's just keeping him with these raiders, trying to whittle down enough of Starbuck's units to start dealing some real damage. And another catch in the middle from a unit trying to transition between those 2 bases. But he's going to lose another raider. But the story continues as is. Ethereal down there on the Blood Mage, but when he comes out of that, he's going to get absolutely slaughtered. Steal a little bit of mana at the time, but now it's just the Mountain King on his own, and losing his first Spellbreaker, his ability to keep these raider numbers down is getting harder and harder and harder. He's got caught in here between the raiders and the Chieftain. Goes down, level 3 for the Chieftain. He's got 2 on that slam. The Shockwave. And now this feels like the point where the tides have fully turned. And Focus takes game 2. All right, everybody, praise be to the chat room. Let's actually just pop these around so they are on the good side. And that should mean that our first player is our first player. Still in the yellow, but don't worry. His name is Starbuck. Need to sort out the music a bit more so that I have a button to mute the in-game music as well for next time we do this. We'll let this chime out, and then an interesting combination I don't always see, honestly, the orcs in the blue here from Focus. So shout out to as the stream will lag a little bit because I'm finding it in the chat. Shout out to Hipsaw in the chat for telling me that it's because I had custom colors on. I haven't experienced that before, and I've always had custom colors on, so clearly it doesn't always happen, but we got unlucky there, and I have now changed my default color to blue, so I'll be ready to change it back as soon as I play a game and get upset that I'm not yellow, because as many people in the chat have said, yellow is the best color. And no elf, says Hipposaur, but we are seeing elves in the yellow. Getting a great variety here in this chat. Shout out to Starbuck just for playing random. Always got to respect a random player.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah. He's going to give up on that because Peon is very obviously going to get denied. Now, running past each other, we're going to see some awkward harassment games going on here, I'm sure. Dust of appearance, because he knows who he's up against and he knows the sort of stress he's going to be put under if he doesn't have that dust. Well, doesn't get a chance to use it there because the Blade Master instantly uses his Shadow Step to take out the bigger minion of that creep camp. But he's pretty low health, so he's going to have to be careful now. And if he does try to use his invisibility as a way to just get out of this situation, he will be able to be dusted and slapped down. Yeah. He's confident, he knows that's fake. What are you shopping for, Dark Terror? A staff of teleportation and a boots of speed is what he's shopping for. Boots of speed, and obviously makes a lot of sense. Staff of teleportation, very popular item. Or just some healing materials coming out on the Blade Master's side. Scroll of speed as well. Getting very low health. It's going to be really dangerous if he lets himself go low here and thinks that the Shadow Walk will get him out of it. But he is doing the little run around. Gets one of the shadows down so that he can not be body blocked as easily. And then lovely positioning there by the grunts just to keep him safe. As he sits there chewing on that salve. And up to stronghold already.
Players' forces are under attack.
Are we going to see a little bit of positioning around this tavern? But we're seeing nobody come to buy anything yet. Oh, nice little a little attempt of a move there, but it doesn't end up doing anything. Beastmaster down for Starbuck. Oh, looking for there we go, surround on the Demon Hunter. And he's got his own Tauren Chieftain out as well. Demon Hunter has the Staff for Teleportation and the TP Scroll, but he's not going to need it. Can deal enough damage along with your boy Rexar. You got Max Rockbane. It's a pretty good name. And they're going to get out without having to use any sort of teleportation equipment, which is nice. Save that scroll for later. Got a wind coming out. Nice. Nice.
A player's forces are under attack.
He's going to turn around as soon as he has allies in there. Basically, as soon as he's got that insurance aura, he just charges in. Blocks. Blocks. 2 blocks from the raider. No one getting caught out yet.
Forces are under attack.
So, at the mercenary camp, everything is going down. Spirit of the Talon there, getting netted. Not really able to do a huge amount yet, so he's not being focused. It's really about trying to do as much damage as possible to the heroes without getting hit too much by the Ancient of War. But now that the heroes have pushed back, the Ancient of War is turned on and he's taken down. They're back on to pressuring the heroes. They are taking damage from the creep camp now, so got to be careful not to be in this situation for too long. Raider getting low. Creep camp attention has changed, and everything is reset. There we go. Spirit Walker Adept training, and a bunch of raiders. And I wish there was a way to use some sort of Spirit Walker equipment in Warcraft, man. In World of Warcraft. I want to see shamans walking around with a weird pot wand thing and an axe. Axe in that offhand. It's such a strange, unusual setup.
Are under attack.
So, very close to level 2 for the Beastmaster. Already level 2 for both of Focus's heroes.
Forces are under attack.
So we're back to daylight for a little while. As these very angry troll berserkers are getting pulled out of their camp and eliminated. A little bit of free XP there. Oh, Mecha Gob. Let's go with the Tinker. We've seen some very interesting Tinker play in some of our meta plays show matches before.
Players' forces are under attack.
Interesting. Starbuck's choosing this. He can off to be a pretty long game with a Tinker out there. Got all those Druids of the Talon as well. Get the Yules on one of those Raiders. I know it's not called a Yules, but that's how I remember it. Talon's taking a lot of damage there from the Stomp. As they reset, the Orcs are okay with that. Focus is going to allow the reset to happen. Starbuck wasn't happy with how that fight had been set up. Oh, that's a danger. There goes down the Demon Hunter. There's also a net on the Beastmaster. This surround could capture both of the heroes. Just getting that wisp out of there as well. A big shockwave. Both the heroes are going to get escaped, but there is just so much damage going down now. And not really much of a front line to tank it with the big hero down. And there goes the second. GG from Starbuck. So, we're back, and for the first time I haven't had to mess around with anything, so we don't get the black screen of OBS wondering what to do. In the top right, we have our free game winner so far. Big hype Focus in the chat room. Shout out to him as well. It is ridiculous. To the time that he exists right now, it is ridiculous. Huge shout outs to him for being here. And huge shout outs as well to the man who is once again the Elves, the guy who has saved us from not having a game today. I'm also, I think we've come out well with this, because we've gone from having an Orc Mirror all day to still getting to see some Orc Mirror, but getting a nice bit of variety thrown in there too, thanks to Starbuck's excellent choice to pick. Pick random. We'll get the scoreboard swapped around so that the colours match now. Let's go Starbuck in the chat room from Flo Duke. Got some hype for everyone in here.
Attack.
Shaman, Farseer, sorry, coming out from Focus's side. And then, oh, we got a different choice here. Keeper of the Grove. Actually, a good couple of farming heroes here to get you a nice strong start on the board. Focus. He's coming over to the other side of the map to see what's happening. Gonna fight some Murlocs and a crab. Get this little. Then here he is. He's seen what's happening. Dust of Appearance, always useful against elves. Doggo's out, an immediate just jump on that archer. We'll keep an eye on that while we watch what's happening up front. The cast about here, normally I'd bet on the Farseer to win, but he's obviously much lower health. He does manage to take out one archer, even if the one who ran across the map survived. Oh, very low health there. He's going to be forced out with a TP to stop himself dying. That is good for Starbuck over here.
Town is under siege.
Doggo's trying to cause some chaos.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, apologies. More adorable turtles going down. Very sad to see. Nice slips. Most exciting thing for his Farseer, but you know he'll be grateful. Gonna look a gift slipper in the mouth. So who wins this game? We have Starbuck now with a panda.
The player's forces are under attack.
You see some fire breathed soon by the big furry man himself. Oh, another tavern hero. We got the Tinker, dude. We got the Tinker. Pocket Factory going up right by the base, getting some danger coming in. Keeper of the Grove is going to run back here to grab his lads, get a TP off as quickly as possible so he can come back to his base and defend, because he is losing Moonwells all over the place. 2 watchtowers going down as well. Moonwell gets taken out just as the Elven forces arrive back home. Big fire going out, but there's a lot of poison damage ticking on those elves. Elves not feeling healthy. Big fire damage going out, but there's a second Pocket Factory replenishing the first. Got these, what are they called, the weird little things? Clockwork goblins that are coming out of that. And this Pocket Factory is helping the towers get up. Treants on the watchtowers now. Good flame breath as well that hit all 3 of them just a moment ago. So it's going to be really hard to keep some of these up there. He's getting cancels in, so it's not too much of a disaster. And he's doing a little bit of damage, but he just can't right now stop the DPS coming out from the Panda with the Treants helping him. He's managed to push back the Keeper of the Grove a bit, and a little bit desperate with the Suicide Charge from some of those Wisps there. He needs this Tinker to stay alive. Tinker's super important to be alive because he's helping set up the distraction, which is going to allow him to get those watchtowers up and operational. Panda is exactly as important for the other side. He now goes down. So Tinker and Brewmaster. That's sort of a bit of an even trade there, because that's going to make it harder for Starbuck to take down these towers, but also harder for Focus to defend them. Treant's still doing a valuable job, and obviously as 3 units, can't spend too much time taking them out. He's gonna get a Ancient of War there, but more Treants means that there's no chance of him really getting anything out of that. As things have settled down, we do have Dryads coming out, but super low health of the Keeper of the Grove means that he's just going to have to repeat. So it's going to be Dryads on their own versus the hero. Keeper of the Grove back into the corner, goes down. No heroes alive now on the side of Starbuck. He's trying to remake his Brewmaster. When he gets the Panda out again, he will feel a lot safer, because even though the Panda is under-leveled compared to the Farseer, he does a chunky bit of damage. And Focus doesn't right now have the damage set up in order to do any sort of killing blow, but he's going to be really getting a lot of pound down here. He is going back to this Watchtower strat. But the Brewmaster coming out is going to stop that. He's going to Fire Breath this down. No more Treants can come out, but Dryads are being produced, and Dryads obviously pretty high DPS as well, so they're going to be just as helpful. Getting more Watchtowers out is going to be a bit of a struggle. Got slow-moving Headhunters trying to get across the map. And as effective as this fight has been, it is slowly fading. Here we get Tinker back, though. Tinker can change everything. It's not going to be long, though, until the Keeper of the Grove is up as well. Realises he's hitting the wrong one. Keeper of the Grove is an important factor. Trying to set up the sneaky watchtower behind him. That's a nice little move Pocket Factory is up now and is going to start forcing some stuff. He's pushed the Brewmaster really far out. Both these Dryads are so close to death that you really can't afford to have them in here, and that's going to allow these watchtowers to begin construction. And some damage even down on here as the town's defenders are pushed wide out. One of the watchtowers almost up. He's going to have to go absolutely all in on that tower to get it down. Dryads have been spotted as soon as they turn up, though. The headhunters are there. The headhunters are on it. Dude, I feel like I've literally never seen an Ancient of Allure walking, and he looks so cool. So there we go, we've got Keeper of the Grove up. Keeper of the Grove immediately gets some treants down and can start doing some defending, but one of the watchtowers is already up. This Ancient of Law is wandering about, but he can't get anywhere because he's been trapped in by his own Moonwells. And now that they have towers up, it is worth it for them to focus into these treants. They got the treants down, there's not much else that can be done. Those Dryads are still sitting there, and the Ancient of Law has squeezed his way out, but now the Ancient of Law has managed to squeeze his way out at a point where he's fully on his own. Keeper of the Grove is back to dancing in the backlines of the base. And the Keeper of the Law is down. Very sad about that. He looks really cool when he's walking about. Shout out to the Ancient of Law. And this looks like it's going to be it, honestly. Like, I feel like he should just finish off that altar and be done with it. The Whispers are going to get on there, but there we go. There's the game. So here we go. 4-1 in favor of a match point, that is, in favor of Focus. Looking to get a victory here and go to bed. On the other side, we're back for a mirror match. It is our last minute hero trying for the comeback. So, Starbuck going for the Farseer, Focus going for the Farseer. Expect to perhaps see some Blade Master shenanigans going on in this map, but nothing to it. We're in quite early in this game, so not much to talk about for the time being.
A player's forces are under attack.
Any more aggressive creeping coming out from Focus. He doesn't care, he's just pulling them straight in. There is Starbuck trying to take a little bit less damage. The 6 health Scout Doggo heading on as well, 7 health now. Gonna come and see what's happening.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, little tome of strength still there. It's a nice little extra. Fortunate Net gonna catch out his doggo a bit. Very little passive skirmish here. Nice work. Pulling back the headhunters, making sure nobody gets focused too much. So goes down on both sides, and Bender's advantage slightly to Focus, being closer to his base. He gets that one extra headhunter in and forces the slight retreat out from Starbucks, but now both of them are going to sit in the middle and just sort of awkwardly juggle this creep camp. We've got another headhunter arrive for both sides. And there's going to be some possible last-hitting shenanigans, pushing up slightly too far there for Focus. It's going to take some damage on his hero, which he didn't necessarily want to do, but it's just doggos going down on both sides. Starbuck is out. Immediately turns around as soon as Starbuck starts pushing up the hill. Gets a lot of damage down on a few of those headhunters. The more of these headhunters he can keep low, the harder it is for Starbuck to micro them efficiently. There's doggos there now. This is very good chip tactics, because obviously when Starbuck's headhunters are fighting those doggos that are pushing up on them, he can try and focus down some damage on the other headhunters. The less healthy headhunters he has to put at the front of his forces, the more easy it's going to be for someone to get sniped. A lot of damage going on both the heroes so far, which isn't really doing a huge amount. Whole bunch of not much going on from both of our sides right now, apart from the Shadow Hunter there coming out from Starbuck. And from the other side as well. So the earlier Shadow Hunter for Starbuck gives him a nice little setup here. Although it was a creep grab from Focus. Both sides with their Shadow Hunters now, although because of the later arrival of Focus's Shadow Hunter, he is coming with the healing wave rather than Hex. But no matter, because Starbuck goes away, which makes that healing wave a very good choice. Gonna take out these kobolds, Hex a Geomancer, and get going. Whereas Focus is going to be slightly more aggressive, going straight to the middle of the map to take out some of these slightly easier prey that could be collapsed on by the other player. Mercenary Wizard goes down, so we're 3 on either side, but level 2 for Focus's Shadow Hunter. On the top side of the map, there's a little bit of an expedition going on towards Focus's base. He's got his stronghold up. He's starting the upgrade for his berserkers.
A player's forces are under attack.
Is there going to be a little sort of weird bit of an awkward base trade here? We've got level 2 wolves chopping away at some peons. Peons of Focus are going to come out here to defend his altar and the teleport. Odo and a Spirit Walker from Starbuck Shaman on the other side. A couple of Shamans coming out now, so it's going to be Shamans, and this upgrade is super important. It's going to pop now. And boom, we got the chunky boys now. Big, chunky headhunters on one side. Starbuck does not have similar. So he is now at a disadvantage due to that. The healing wave as well, keeping those chunky boys alive and dealing their high amounts of damage. A couple of them do go down. Decent focus fire there as well to make it happening. The overall tech of the army for Starbuck was better, but just that chunky rawness of those headhunters was too much for Starbuck, and Focus, with another great game, takes the series 5-1. We want to thank our Meta Plays website subscribers. Your contribution helps us keep hosting events. As we reach higher subscription goals, we can increase the prize pools of the events we host. Check out our subscription page using the link in the description, and remember to collect your perks. We'll see you next time.